Alright, you're almost at the end. This is the last video and the last whiteboard, at least until tomorrow. But by now, you know where you're strong in these 4 areas, and you know where you're weak. Now when I say I can take someone from cold to sold in 2 seconds or less, here's what's going on. I'm able to instantly convince their brain that I am likable, and that they should respect me, and that I can communicate and I can clearly feel what's going on for them, that I'll be empathetic, and that we've got a relationship. That's what I'm able to do as soon as they see me. And how does that work? It works based on your first impression. And your first impression is made really, really quickly. Some studies say it's as fast as a fraction of a second. And now, as you know, if you've scrolled up to look at my website, I'm the body language boss. That is what I do, that's what I teach, that's how I help people make sales and turn leads from cold to sold in 2 seconds or less, using the power of body language. And here's how it works. It's basically magic. But alright, so communication, alright? When you're communicating with a client, maybe you're meeting someone for the first time, maybe it's a client you've had over and over, maybe you're giving a presentation, whatever it is, you are sending messages to them. And most of us, when we're getting ready for a big meeting, we're getting ready for a big call, we worry about what to say. That's why sales scripts were invented, because that's what we worry about. But that's actually the least important part of the conversation. And here's why. Communication is made up of 4 different areas. First, your words, verbal communication, the actual words you are saying. If you're looking at text messages and emails, that's exactly what this is, just the words. And if you're looking at a sales script, this is the part that you worry about. And it's the smallest part of this whole communication. So, along with the words, there's also your body language. This is your facial expressions, what you're doing with your hands, your gestures, even where your feet are pointing. All of that sends messages and is based in your body language. Then the third area is your voice tone. So this is actually the way you say what you're saying. It can also be your breathing patterns. If you hold your breath, or if your voice gets a little bit higher, or the verbal tics that you do when you're on the phone or talking to someone. That's your voice tone, and it sends a lot of information. And then finally, there's your outer appearance, or what we call it is your ornaments. And this is your color style of your hair, color style of your clothes, your height, your weight, your skin color. Those and everything else that you can change, like the way you dress, the way you do your makeup, what you do with your hair, your jewelry, your accessories, tattoos, piercings, everything you use to send messages about who you are and what matters to you. These 4 areas of communication are all the ways that we communicate with other human beings. These are all of the ways that we interact with each other. Words, body language, voice tone, ornaments. And most people, like I said, we worry about what to say. Well, studies overwhelmingly show that between 60 and 93% of all communication is non-verbal. In other words, this over here, right? Body language, voice tone, outer appearance, all of that is non-verbal. And studies show that's the biggest part, the most important, the most powerful, persuasive part of how we communicate. That means when it comes to sales, when it comes to converting someone from cold to sold, your body language, your voice tone, and your outer appearance are the biggest things you need to focus on. And that's actually how I take someone from cold to sold. Because there are things you can do with your body language, with your voice tone, and with your outer appearance that say, I'm likable, I'm friendly, you're safe, come on over here, let's be friends. And there are things you can do with your body language that say, I'm an expert. You should respect me. You should trust me because I know what I'm talking about. And there are things you can do with your body language that say, I'm listening. I'm hearing you. We are really deeply communicating right now. And there are things that you can do with your body language to say, hey, we've built a relationship. We've built rapport. We are on the same page. We are working together here. That's what I teach people to do. And that's why I'm called the body language boss. So, when people are communicating, most of the time you're listening to their words. But if you look at this, all right, the words are in black. That's only one part of the communication. And if you're only paying attention to the words, you are missing most of the conversation. And so instead, if you add in body language, that's a whole nother layer of information. If you add in voice tone, that's a whole nother aspect of communicating. And if you add in the outer appearance, that's the whole package. If you have all of these ingredients in the way you interact with your customers and with strangers, this will be how you get someone from cold to sold in 2 seconds or less. This will be how you build likability, you build respect, build communication, and build a relationship without having to transform your entire business and your entire funnel. This is what I'm going to teach you. And by mastering and using cues from all of these areas, that is how you will master likability and respect and communication and relationships. That is how you will take someone from cold to sold. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to scroll right down. There's a contact form right under this video, so it'll be really easy. Just send in the question, tell me exactly what's on your mind, and I'll see what I can do. But until then, have a wonderful day. Make sure that you pull out your phone to text the word committed to 38470 to make sure you get your text tomorrow morning when you get your first class. But until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.